1.
Hi, I'm Mary Rogers, and this is the Cuisinart 1.5 quart compressor style ice cream and gelato maker. You can do both styles of desserts, and the reason is we have two different paddles. One is specifically designed for ice cream and the other is specifically designed for gelato. And the reason is that gelato has a lot less air in it. It's much more dense than an ice cream. Ice cream is more aerated, and so we have designed two different paddles for you to use to get the perfect result for a great gelato or an ice cream. The other thing I want to show you is this is the 1.5 quart removable container. Just put that right back in there. And we're going to put the paddle in. You can see how it goes in. And the next thing that you have here is your locking lid. You just line up the arrow with the locking unlock signal and turn it towards the locking icon. Also here you have a little window where you can add your ingredients or any mix-ins when you're making your ice cream or gelato. Has a beautiful stainless steel finish, and like I said, it has a compressor, and the benefit of that is that you can make ice cream or gelato at any time. You don't have to chill a container overnight in the freezer, and you can also make batch after batch of ice cream or gelato. It has a control panel here, which is black, and it's surrounded by a really nice accent of brushed stainless steel, as is the front. It has a power button, a 60-minute timer, and then also a start-stop button. It's beautifully designed, and it's also a lot of fun to make homemade ice cream or gelato. So we can get started with our ingredients. Today we're making a fresh strawberry ice cream. And I'm just gonna take off the lid right now because it's just, I don't want to splash. I'm just gonna stir this around a little bit. I prepared this in advance so that we'd have it all ready for making ice cream. And all you do, it's so simple and easy. You just pour the cooled ingredients right inside. Like that. I made a little bit of a splash, but that's okay. I can wipe it up really easy. All you do is put your lid back on, lock it into place, and we're gonna set the timer for 40 minutes. And we're gonna come back after 40 minutes, and it starts to turn. It's gonna start churning your ice cream. And when we come back, I'm gonna show you a beautiful strawberry ice cream that we made from scratch. So our 40 minutes is up, and one thing I wanted to mention to you is that when your ice cream is done mixing and cooling, you should take it out of the container inside and move it to a food storage container because it'll still be a little soft, and then put it in the freezer so it'll harden up a little bit. It's not going to be absolutely hard when it is finished churning in the ice cream maker. So here we go. I just want to show you how beautiful this came out. It's rich and flavorful and really, really pretty. And it couldn't get more tasty than making fresh homemade ice cream. And honestly, I do it with my nieces and nephews and they love it. Who wouldn't want a beautiful creamy ice cream or gelato right at home?
2.
Hi, I'm Teresa with Cuisinart, and this is Cuisinart's frozen yogurt ice cream and sorbet maker. This unit holds up to 1.5 quarts of your favorite dessert. It comes with 3 basic parts. The first is the freezer bowl. This is a double insulated freezer bowl, which needs to be in the freezer for up to 8 hours. I'd prefer to keep it in the freezer overnight to make sure that it's solidly frozen. And it goes right here on the base. Requires no ice, so there's no mess, no fuss. This is our patent pending mixing paddle, which goes right here inside of the freezer bowl, and it makes ice cream or any frozen dessert in 20 minutes or less. And then here is the cover, which has a large spout right here, which allows you to add any mix-in towards the end of if you're making ice cream, you want to add chocolate chips. It's wide enough for you to add that to your ice cream. And there you have it. That's our ice cream maker, and it makes, as I said, it makes great sherbet, sorbet, ice cream. Cuisinart's frozen yogurt ice cream and sorbet maker.
3.
Hi, I'm Mary Rogers, Director of Marketing Communications for Cuisinart. This is the Cuisinart Pure Indulgence 2-quart frozen yogurt and ice cream maker. This product is a lot of fun to use. It's really easy to operate. First, you need to put your freezer bowl in the freezer. We recommend overnight at 0 degrees. And you put it right inside. You put your ingredients in here. You add your ice cream dasher, and this is what turns the ice cream as it freezes. You put your lid on, and you'll notice the lid has a little hole in it right here, where as your ice cream's almost finished, you can add in small pieces of fruit or chocolate chips or even a couple of small pieces of nuts. And after you get all your ingredients in, you just turn it on. It's beautifully designed. It has a stainless steel housing. And guess what? In 25 minutes, you're going to have fresh, flavorful ice cream or frozen yogurt right at home.
4.
Hi, I'm Mary Rogers, and this is the Cuisinart Gelateria Ice Cream Sorbet and Gelato Maker. It's beautifully designed. It's really compact. It's so simple and easy to use. Let me show you what comes with your ice cream maker. This is your integrated lid, and inside the lid, this is the removable cup. It's also a measure, so it goes up to half a cup. And you'll notice it also has a little hole here so that as you're adding, let's say, the nuts at the end of the cycle, you can just pour them through that little opening right there. This is your paddle, and it's used for all types of ice cream. Just gonna put this on the side. This is your 2-quart freezer bowl, and we recommend that you put this in the freezer at least overnight for the best result. There's your paddle and the lid. Now on the front of the machine, you'll notice there's several functions. The first is ice cream, the next is gelato, and the last is sorbet. And each one of these pre-programmed options runs at a different speed for the optimal results. So first you have ice cream, and it will come up preset on 25 minutes, but you can adjust this all the way up to an hour or down if you prefer. And you just turn it on when you're all done choosing your time. Then you have gelato. It's a preset for 30 minutes. Same thing, just turn it on. You notice for gelato, it turns a little slower. And the last one is sorbet, which the recommended time is 40 minutes. You just turn it on and it starts. And what will happen is, this is so simple and easy to use. It takes all of the questionability out of making these frozen desserts. The great thing about it is it shuts off when it's done, and you can just enjoy your ice cream. Has a beautiful stainless steel finish. It's really nice and compact, and it couldn't be more fun to make ice cream at home. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put the ingredients together to make an ice cream, and this happens to be butter pecan. I'm just going to put this back in here. And the first ingredient is your milk. So put that in with the sugar and the salt. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to whisk this until the sugar dissolves. And this is really simple and easy to do. This is such a fun thing to do with kids too, to show them how much fun and how simple and easy it is to make ice cream. The great thing about ice cream, making it at home, you know exactly what type of ingredients go in. If you prefer to use organic milk or organic sugar or whatever ingredients you have in your home, it's great. So that's the heavy cream. I'm just going to whisk that and then whisk in finally the vanilla. Now, normally what we recommend that you do is let this basically come together and let the flavors incorporate, and that takes about 2 hours, or you can leave it in the fridge overnight. But today, because we're going to be making this immediately, I'm not going to actually do that. So I'm just going to pour this into this pitcher just so it's a lot easier to get it in the ice cream maker so I don't make a mess. And you can see that the sugar was dissolved really well. So what I'm going to do is take this lid off, pour this inside, and then what I'm going to do is choose ice cream. It's preset on 25 minutes, and I'm going to hit start. And you saw how quickly that came together. In 25 minutes, you can have a beautiful, luscious ice cream. So our ice cream just finished churning, and then I just want to mention these happen to be the pecans that we had out earlier. All you need to do is towards the very end of the mixing cycle, just add these a little bit at a time for some extra taste. And look how beautiful that is. Who doesn't love a cool ice cream any time of year? I know I do. Today it's like 92 degrees out and I'm melting, so I definitely want to taste this and cool off. That's really rich. I like the extra crunch with the nuts. I like nuts in my ice cream. It couldn't be easier to make fresh homemade ice cream with ingredients that you can control right at home with the Cuisinart Gelateria Ice Cream Sorbet and Gelato Maker.
Five.
Hi, I'm Mary Rogers, Director of Marketing Communications for Cuisinart. This is the Cuisinart Soft Serve Ice Cream Maker. It's a lot of fun to use. It's great to do with your kids or with your nieces and nephews. It makes 1.5 quarts of soft serve style ice cream, and you can even use a yogurt recipe in this. It's a lot of fun. It's really easy to use. Let me just show you. You lift this up. This is where your dasher is and your auger, which helps dispense your ice cream. This is your freezer bowl. This goes right in the freezer. We recommend that you put it in there overnight or at least for 8 hours at 0 degrees. You can mount this right back on, clicks right into place, and there's a pour hole here so you can add your ingredients through here or put them in before you put the lid on. It's really simple to operate. There's a little dial on the side. You turn it on, and in about 20-25 minutes, you'll have soft serve ice cream. It's really fun to use. You just pull down this handle like this, and it'll dispense your ice cream. But the part that kids love the best are the mix-it-ins. There's 3 containers right here in which you can have your mix-it-ins. The thing to remember is we give you this little cone, and if the item fits through this cone hole, then you can use it as a mix-it-in. That's very important. The way to activate it is pull out your little lever. You can choose 1, 2, or 3 mix-it-ins at one time, and it'll be dispensed into your ice cream as you pull the handle down. This right here is where you can put your cones. You can either put flat cones like I used, or you can use waffle cones. It has a really nice drip tray right here, which will catch any spills or drips that you made. It's a lot of fun to use. It's a lot of fun for kids to do with you also. So enjoy homemade soft serve ice cream.
6.
Hi, I'm Mary Rogers, and this is your Cuisinart Ice Cream Maker attachment for your stand mixer. It's so simple and easy to use, and it's fun too. So this is your bowl. Make sure that you put the bowl in the freezer. We say overnight, up to 24 hours is great. You just place this on the stand mixer like so and twist. And then what you're going to do is, I'm just going to lift this up so you can see. You're going to put your adapter piece on by just sliding it on like that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to pick one of your paddles. This happens to be the one to make items from raw fresh fruit, and this is the one to make ice cream. You just pop this out by pulling on it and placing in the ice cream paddle. So this paddle is for more fresh fruit. This is for ice cream. So you're just going to put your paddle into the bottom of the bowl. You're going to lower the mixer head so that it engages with the paddle, and that's what's going to turn it. Going to turn it on. And then all we're going to do is add our batter. This is already ready to put right into your stand mixer. Just follow the instructions in the IB for recipes. This happens to be a salted caramel. We're just going to pour that in. Like so. And then what we're going to do is, this happens to also be some like added caramel sauce. I'm going to pour that in, just for a little extra added flavor. So what's going to happen now is you are going to let this mix until it becomes thick and it's aerated. And then what we suggest that you do, you can eat it right away, of course. What we suggest you do is remove it from this bowl, put it into an airtight container, and put it in the freezer for at least an hour, and it'll harden up even further. If you prefer, like I said, you could eat it right away. The other thing I forgot to mention, because I want you to be able to see into the mixing bowl today, is this is your splash guard. This goes on top of your bowl, and you can also add ingredients through here when you're making your ice cream. So there you have it, the Cuisinart ice cream attachment. What could be more fun than using your stand mixer to make ice cream?